In the news this week, Liverpool's Metro Mayor fails to learn from previous attempts to silence the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association for its biblical beliefs on marriage. Activists in the Republic of Ireland demand the scrapping of all legal protections for the unborn. And a Christian professor in the US receives a huge payout after a court agreed his university could not compel him to use false pronouns. Hello. Liverpool's Metro Mayor has demanded bus adverts for Franklin Graham's God Loves You event be scrapped, claiming they would leave passengers feeling uncomfortable and unsafe. Steve Rotherham branded Billy Graham's son a hate preacher for his biblical views on marriage and sexuality, and claimed the posters for the event in Liverpool on the 14th of May exposed passengers to bigotry and bile. The Institute's Simon Calvert said he was disappointed but not surprised by the opposition.
Well, these bus adverts are totally innocuous, as anyone can see, and the idea that Franklin Graham is a hate preacher is, to be honest, slanderous. The real reason the Metro Mayor of Liverpool doesn't like Franklin Graham is because he preaches that marriage is between a man and a woman. But he needs to be careful, because that Christian belief in marriage is protected by equality law and it's protected by human rights law. When Blackpool Council did ban Franklin Graham's bus ads, he took them to court and he won. If Liverpool goes down the same route, they can expect the same result.
Trans activist group Mermaids has been slammed for advising men to call 999 if they are asked to leave female-only spaces, such as toilets and changing rooms. Mermaids published its advice after the Equality and Human Rights Commission clarified that men who identify as women can be legitimately excluded from female-only spaces. Discrimination barrister Naomi Cunningham called the group's advice grossly irresponsible, while equality law barrister Amanda Jones added, "If an organisation is lawfully providing single-sex facilities, refusing to leave would certainly be a problem. The provider would be entitled to use security or call the police." Pro-abortion campaigners are calling on the Irish government to scrap its remaining legal protections for the unborn. In evidence sessions before the Health Committee, the Irish Family Planning Association criticised the mandatory 3-day reflection period, which gives women time to think over the decision after having requested an abortion. It also attacked legislation protecting the unborn from abortion beyond 12 weeks gestation. Institute Deputy Director Kieran Kelly expressed alarm at the latest demands from activists.
Before the referendum, the Irish public was sold the idea that abortion was going to be safe and rare. But with more than 13,000 abortions taking place since the referendum, those claims have proved to be entirely hollow. It's already possible to get an abortion on demand up to 12 weeks, just a 3-day reflection period, and activists want even these small safeguards to be removed. And the Irish government must not be taken in by this twisted logic that the unborn have no right to life.
And finally, a Christian professor has been awarded $400,000 after he refused to address a male student using female pronouns. Professor Nicholas Merriweather came to a settlement with Shawnee State University in Ohio after a court ruled that his freedom of speech had been violated. The university had formally charged him and threatened further corrective actions if he did not use students' self-declared pronouns. But in the court's decision, Judge Amal Thapar ruled if professors lacked free speech protections when teaching, a university would wield alarming power to compel ideological conformity. Well, that's all for this week. For regular updates and information on all of our stories, plus much more, visit our website at christian.org.uk. Until next time, goodbye.